Hi, I'm Ole from subphotic.com, and with me today I have my homeboy from another place in the country, Báhkin.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
You make beats, you're in a group called Áivan. Tell me a little bit about that.
Áivan is an indigenous rap group. We rap on Sami language, and we started in the late 90s, carried on until now.
Kukisalle mai mun representeeren mun presenteren sanimalle hiermai sementeren Dementeren här I hoteliers leviteren Paikka ei kostuksen räppä imilalle heeren Báhkin muusik kukisaan namas.
And I attended one of your concerts when you came to Oslo on your tour, and I was blown away about how much you guys set the roof on fire and just burned the whole place down. With your music, of course, there were flames from beginning to end. So
Thank you.
That was a wonderful experience. And today we are going to discuss Báhkin's plugin folder. More specifically, his favorite folders. And he has a favorite for EQ, compressors, saturation, reverb, delay, and so on. And we are going to take a dive into each of those folders, and we are going to nerd the fuck out, aren't we?
Yes, let's get to it.
And before we dive in, if you want to go wider and broader and not nerd that much out, you can just grab my free mixing cheat sheet. The link is in the description, where you get my 15 cheat codes and a 10-step workflow to a better mix. So let's go.
Let's get to it.
You are going to show us your favorites folders. It's the EQ, compressor, limiter, saturator, reverb, delay, FX and filter, gate, channel strips.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So why not just go through all those and, just pick one on each, maybe, because there are a lot. You have a lot of favorites.
As I said, I use lots of plugins, but just one at a time, actually, most of the time. These are my EQs that I use more than...
And if you only had to have one EQ and you couldn't choose the FabFilter Pro Q3, which one would you take?
This is a rack extension that only works in Reason. I think I would probably use this. It's a saturating equalizer, so EQ with color. Or
nice.
Optional color,
and
if you'd like that.
It has all those nodes, so you might also be able to be a bit surgical.
Yeah,
maybe.
So you can either draw it in like that, or you can also use here, widen and short.
Oh, yeah. So is this a free plugin?
No, this is not free. I bought it from Selig.
Okay.
It's coloring EQ, but it's a rack extension.
So Reason only?
Reason only.
Do you know if it exists in VST or AU also?
I'm not sure about this coloring EQ, but if I'm going to pick something that is not a rack extension, I would say Gullfoss.
Oh, yeah.
It's an automatic EQ. I use it mostly in mastering. It has a recover and a tame section, and you can also choose which signal it should recover or tame.
So this is a different take on EQs than, for example, Pro Q3, where you have all the nodes and you have all the shapes. So this does something else entirely. More like Soothe 2, maybe.
It's more like Soothe 2, and I use it mostly in mastering, though, just to get a little brightness. And then I mostly use it on 8 and 7%, and you can go up to 100. And
what happens then? 200. What happens then?
I'm not really sure.
Black hole appears in the ground and everything is sucked in.
It will work harder to tame the high frequencies, I guess, or any resonant frequency.
Cool. So you could also use it as a special effect.
No, it's just taking in the audio signal and rebalancing it. Compressors, Pro C2.
No. It's FabFilter. They're too known.
Yeah,
you have to have some. We have to dive a bit deeper.
Yeah, and you also see I have a decapitator here.
Oh,
also.
yes.
Use it as a compressor.
I think it's interesting that you have that on the compressor section, but I'm a strong believer that it does compress, but in other ways than standard compressors do.
Yes, it's a dirty compressor, I would call it. I have also TDR, Tokyo Dawn records. The Gentleman edition is Kotelnikov.
All right.
But my favorites, recently I've started to try more this smart comp. And that works that you play some audio, I can try to show. And then you press that one and it will take the audio signal and then compress it, how it thinks it's best. And you have the ratio here and also the threshold. So how much it will compress is actually up to you. But
so there you also have the soft knee or the hard knee.
yeah.
But do you think that this compressor does it compress more clean, or should we say transparent?
Well, I've been trying this out, and what I really like about this is this style, and this will dirty up the sound, like put some saturation in there. And you can also have spectral compression, so it only tames the high frequencies more, and then you can color it more bright or more dark. But you can manually also do it here to set a sidechain filter here, and also where you want it to compress more with 2K, 3K there, and maybe you don't want it to trigger, so you have a high pass and low pass filter on either side. So the most I've been using it is to get this clean, and also if I want some dark or bright, especially good on backing vocals, if you just take it darker, and if they are at the same volume, I will just darken the background vocal a little more, and on the lead vocal maybe a little brighter and a little more dirty. If you want to have a hip-hop mix here, and then you run the audio and press that button up there, and then it will analyze your audio and pick up the best settings it thinks.
Okay, so it's like an AI, almost like Ozone does?
Yes. I've been really using Smart Comp 2 a lot now.
Yes. And which company is it?
It's Sonnable.
Nice. Okay, over to the limiter section then.
Yeah.
How many limiters do you have? Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 7, 8. How many?
On my favorites. I have more, but...
Wow. But do you have any other that you would recommend?
For all of Áivan's music and all my beats, I have used Elevate as one of my last main clippers. This is the limiter, and you set the ceiling, so for Spotify -1 dB, and then you can just push it up to get loudness. It also works here. You can see some audio passing through, and here you will see how much it limits or how much it will go down. Best thing about this is that you have filter banks, and you can take the audio and limit it differently for each band. And you can also say it should limit more here or limit less here. And you can also, adaptive gain is a smart thingy.
So it's kind of like a multi-band limiter.
Yes,
sort of.
You can also have a transient control in there. So if you say like, I want my kicks to be heard better, you can put this up here. Or maybe you find the snare in the 2-3K region and you want that more. So and these are fully adaptive too. You can either emphasize it or not. You can have it more in single band or multi-band, and it's also a clipper. This is really good, the Elevate. A lot of presets if you like that. I mostly just use it for this one and have like transient emphasis at 50%. It really depends on the sound that's coming out, but Elevate is one of the best limiters I've had, and it's used on every mix I've sent out.
Nice tip. How much does it cost?
I got it on sale for like 60 euros or something when it came out, but usually it's probably more 100. And I can also give a little honorable mention for this Tokyo Dawn Records Limiter 6. I actually use this as the last instance. I just take away the compressor and the clipper. So high frequency limit and peak limiter. So this will just make sure that there is no peaks over the threshold I set, which is usually at -1 dB.
So this is set for only random peaks?
Yeah, that's
catching
just the true peak limiter. It will never go over the threshold. And I found this to be more reliable than any other true peak limiter. To be sure that it is true peak, just put it like 3 times ahead, so it will catch any peak.
It's like a lookout function.
Yeah, look ahead, yeah.
Look ahead, I mean. Look ahead. Look out.
But
They're doing some graffiti in the yard and they need to have a lookout and limit the use of color in their throw-ups. I don't know.
So TDR Limiter 6, I have the Gentleman's Edition, which is paid for, but these are also free. Most
I don't
of
know
them should be
I don't
free.
know about the limiter, but 2 of the compressors are free from Tokyo Dawn that I know of. And 2 of the EQs also. I have them both, but gentlemen pay for their plugins.
They do.
Yeah. I try to be a gentleman, but there comes a limit. I have a gentleman limiter built in.
Yeah.
It's a stock limiter. Okay. And saturators. Yeah. Let's see.
I've been collecting these a lot, but Saturn 2, of course.
Yep.
But I also use tape from Softtube.
Oh, nice one.
Spectre from Waves Factory. And this one is really special. I can show you a little bit of that. This is almost like FabFilter Saturn, but it's just a little different because you can do it like this. And you also have all the saturation possibilities per band here. You can rectify bit crush clean, you can have tape saturation, and you can also increase the input and then output. You can choose to have it on 100% mix or 50, but this also de-emphasis enabled, it will auto gain. So you can do really a lot of saturation on this one. The quality of them, it's the oversampling. Is it 16 times oversampling? So you will never get the aliasing if you don't want it. So Spectre is a really good plugin. Yeah.
Nice one. Good looking, clean looking.
It is so clean, but it gives you so dirty and good results.
Yeah.
This also has stereo or left, right, or mid-side processing on each band. So you can just color the mid in the low frequencies as you usually want to have it mono. And also only the right channel on this, really good. And also lately K-clip. It's a clipper.
Oh yeah, I love clippers.
Can show you here, just zoom so you can see the waveform here.
Oh yeah, you can see the result displayed as a waveform. Yeah.
So this is with nothing.
So here's your drum loop going on with and without. Wow.
Exactly.
And it's the same volume, but you have clipped the transients.
Exactly. So this shows really good what a clipper does. And you can also lower the threshold for where it should start. This has multi-bands, 4 bands or 1 band. And also dry wet for the mix. If you just want to parallel crush it, I can try like that because you can see the waveform, how it is when it's absolutely crushed. And this also has like a ceiling, like max output is 5. It will also show you the loudness meter here and also how much it is clipped at the hardest part.
How loud is your drum bus when you mix?
It's really low. I always mix at low volumes.
Yeah, but so you mean low volume on the bus, like you send the low volume to the mix bus.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understood what you meant right now.
Yeah, so when you have your drum bus going on, I see you have the ceiling there at -5 dB.
Oh yeah, like right now here.
How high does the peaks go on your drum bus?
This is going at -0.
Oh yeah, okay, almost clipping, digitally clipping, almost.
It is digitally clipping, I guess, but you can always just pull it down. And this is also if you want to have it as a soft clipper, just really soft clipping. And what this has that is so good that I forgot to show is this one. It's the delta. It will only show you the audio that has been changed. And you can always hear what you are changing picking up.
Ah, okay. Nice function.
Well, it's a really good function. I haven't been using this K-clip from Kazrog so much, but really good for a clipper.
Let's move on to reverbs then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
I see. Let me see what I have there. I have the Fab Filter. I have the Sound Toys. I have the. Let's see. Go down. Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah,
those are the ones.
I have so many reverbs and delays, but actually the Timeless 3 is a delay, but I have it under reverb because it also has some reverb presets. But the one I usually use most is the Pro R.
Okay, I'm a bit curious about the Melda down there. It looks it looks exciting.
Turbo
Living room.
Yeah, these are the small spaces, like different spaces,
different algorithms.
Yeah, bunker. So it's an impulse response reverb. You have all these spaces and also plates and springs, creative special reverbs, I guess, and 2D positioning. So you can have a scoring stage and then move it around. I haven't used Melda's plugins as much as I want to because Melda's plugins are really good and many of them are free. So I'm not sure about this M Turbo reverb, but
absolutely worth checking out, I guess.
Yes, definitely. But my favorite, aside from the Pro R, is Crystalline from Baby Audio. It has so many sizes and you can add sparkle to your reverb, how wide you want it. Maybe you want it full mono, and also some, what is it called?
Pre-delay?
Yes, pre-delay, probably right there. And yeah, dry wet, you also have a ducking function. So whenever the audio is in there, you can just say it should always duck, let the dry audio come through.
I really love the looks of this plugin. It's fresh.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is a really nice looking plugin.
And I think that's important. You know, I often shop for plugins that I like the looks of. I'm a bit visual that way, I think.
Yeah,
you know, they're all good, these plugins. They're all good. Even though if they're free or paid, they're good, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
might as well get a beautiful one.
Yeah, or something that inspires you.
Yeah.
Because I know you've been talking a lot about the tactile feel.
The feel, the looks and the feel.
You like the feel of something. It's equally important for plugins too, because it changes the way you perceive sound.
Definitely. And the old plugins, they're horrible, I think, now. And when I go to Reason, for example, I haven't used that in years, but I remember those old Reason plugins, the filter plugin, the EQ, the old EQ, the first EQ in Reason 3, I think. Can you pull it up?
Still have it here.
You still have it? Pull it up. Look at how ugly. Not to throw Reason under the bus, because they have a lot of nice
phaser.
Yes.
And they also have the reverb.
Small.
But here
small, and you know, it's difficult to work around those plugins.
Yeah.
And Logic is no better. They have these ugly old plugins that you can't read what it says on the plugins. You can't read the text. It's too small. On laptop screens, at least, it's impossible to work around. I can't see what's written on those plugins with my eyes. I can see the headlines.
Yeah.
RV7000 Mark II, and then reverb I can see there, but the rest is just blur to me.
Yeah, exactly. And I gotta say it, I use this RV7000 a lot too. It is a really good plugin.
It's a great reverb. It's a great reverb.
It is, but it's not beautiful or anything. And when you just put it on here and you get all the rest in here, you can use this as a impulse response reverb also. And that's really cool because you can just go anywhere, record a little clap somewhere, and then use that as a reverb in this one. So that's mainly what I use it for, the RV7000. And I will say it looks ugly, but the usefulness...
And you know, this plugin is so old school that you have this LCD screen on the plugin, but it's no touch function, so you have to use the dials on the side.
Yeah.
Like an old school GPS or something.
Yeah, but I gotta say, not so fancy looking or something, but as a utility, it is good.
Yeah, it's a great utility.
Stock reverb and EQs are really good. And Reason's compressor, this channel dynamics, wow.
The SSL.
I mean, it's some knobs and that, but it is really good.
Yeah, it's
and
beautiful.
It sounds
it's beautiful.
good. And this one is especially good. Master bus compressor.
It's lovely. It's lovely. The one in Reason, it's great. And that's what Reason has got a lot of praise for as well. Their SSL emulations. It's really good. Yeah. Let's move on to delay, shall we?
Yeah.
Without any further delay. It's getting
Echo
late.
Boy.
Oh yeah, Echo Boy. Yeah.
I know that's your favorite.
Yes, that's my favorite. So let's just skip that one. But you use it a lot?
I can't say a lot, but I use it on many things.
I love the dual mono function there.
Yeah, FabFilter Timeless 3 is such a beast of a plugin.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried that
and
one.
And this kilohertz delay. Kilohertz is so easy and good. You can use it. I have lots and others. Baby Audio's Comeback Kid. This is a really good because you have the flavor parts here, and you can add some tape saturation, some swirl, and some, they call it sauce, but it is like a little tape going in there. You have duckers. You can put it to mono, ping pong. So Comeback Kid from Baby Audio, I love it.
Fantastic. That one I gotta try.
Timeless 3. Yeah, it's FabFilter. It's quality. But they have one really good here, Reverb. And where is it? Oh, I guess it's on medium here. Clean with ducking. It's a delay. And here are in the steps. And it will duck so good and only comes up when a certain threshold has gone. I really can't praise this enough. Just this preset alone, but the Timeless 3, it has so much good with all these, with the drive, the lo-fi, the diffuse, and the dynamics, and also pitch shifting, the delays.
I think for a simple soul like myself, I think I might be overwhelmed by all those functions, but at the same time, you don't need to care so much about all the functions. What you need to care about is that big knob and that a bit smaller knob on the side, that feedback and the wet dry, and then you should be good to go. Use some presets, and then you might see what else it has to offer. So that's my experience with FabFilter. It's easy from the get-go, and then there's more under the hood if you want to explore and go deeper.
Definitely, it has a easy mode and an advanced mode. And once you get into the advanced, you can just put it on and never ever touch these knobs like the drive, diffuse, dynamics, and all those. You just might want to put it on and there you go. You have a delay going on. It's that easy. But it is so good. So Timeless 3 from FabFilter, definitely a delay I use a lot. Along with the Echo Boy also. And the Kilohertz.
I love Kilohertz. They are great company.
One of my favorites. They make one of my favorite synths, and I bought all their plugins. I got their Toolbox Ultimate. That's to use with one of the channel strips that we come to later. So effects and filters here.
Oh yeah,
Volcano.
So effects and filter. Yeah. Right, let's go. What do we have here? We have Filter Freak. That sounds familiar. And you have the Alter Boy.
Yeah.
That's one of my go-tos for backing vocals. I'm a big fan of the Alter Boy.
Me too.
For making that dark voice. Or bright voice.
Yeah,
and
or
I
bright.
also use it on samples when I tweak samples to get something in the 5th or in the 7th or an octave up or something to create harmonies on a sample.
I use it for special effects. Yeah, mostly pitching it up or pitching it down, I can show. And it's so easy. Put up and there you have a 12 semitones up and 12 semitones down. And don't even need to touch anything else.
Yeah.
It's so easy and the results are good. So I'm a big favorite of Easy, even though I like to fiddle around in the plugins, but Easy does it. And Yeah, I have so many things here, like the lo-fi from MacDSP, the Futz box. Use it all the time.
Haven't heard about this one before. I have heard about the Mac DSP, but not the Futz box.
Yeah, it's their distortion effects unit. This is their rack extension, but this is available in plugin form. And it also has bit crushing. You can emulate a broken cell phone or a glass jar. They call it nameless earbuds, but yeah. And
but everybody knows the brand of those earbuds, right?
and yeah, it has filters, distortions, filters again afterwards, noise generator, and also a gate. The Futz box, really good for destroying audio. Or even getting some of the effects, like I can look at this and know what I want. So yeah. I use duck for side chaining.
What does this one do?
You can smack this on the bass part, hook up the kick into this, and then off you go. It will side chain for you.
Okay, is it like a sidechain compressor, or
yes,
do you have it?
It's a ducker.
Oh, it's a ducker, so it ducks the sound. Of course, it's a compressor. Sorry.
Devious machine. It's called duck.
Yeah.
So it will just duck any signal you have going on when you trigger the audio. But this will also work like a ducker without the sidechain inputs. You can use it with different rhythms like this, and it will duck.
Is this Reason only, or is it available as VST or IAU?
This is a VST plugin, so you can get crazy ducking from this. I have even used this on some beats to generate rhythms like this. Just put the sample on and it will duck it like that. And
so you get more movement and vibe.
Yes. And that's also one that's used with the shaper box.
Oh yeah,
from Cable Guys.
And I also see that they had this amount knob, which is maybe a wet dry button.
It is actually, and you can smooth out how hard you want them. You can also push where it should start triggering, and if you just put it on here, and I want it to trigger at those settings, that's the crossover points where it should. Otherwise, it shouldn't duck. Yeah, it's a really nice effects. Mishpi and Backmask also have vinyl, vocal synth, and stutter edit too. Also, but they are not.
I always thought that vocal synth is a bit too much for rap, at least. But I might have not gone too deep with it, and maybe I should just back down the mix button, make it a bit drier, the signal.
I use it on rap vocals, but I have used it on a disco song I made.
And more suitable for EDM type of music.
Yeah, and
maybe dubstep, maybe.
That was used just like to get that Daft Punk feel. Yeah, disperser, tape stop, you name it. I have lots.
Let's move on to the gate plugins, shall we?
It's really easy. Transgates.
It's gate time.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the Pro G? You have the Pro G, man. Oh, yes.
Of course.
This is one that I've waited for, but I don't know. I use the gate function in my SSL channel strip for now, and I'll see later. Maybe the FabFilter one is more flexible. I don't know. And you have the Kiloheart Transgate.
Yeah, this is Transgate.
And this is a free plugin, isn't it? It comes with the
I think
bundles.
So.
Yeah,
I think so, and it just shows you where it will gate.
This is an auto gator.
Yeah, Transgates are rhythm generators.
What do you use gates for?
On these, I will actually use them in expert mode and sidechain the noise. It should work on this part only. So if there are any hissing noises and stuff like that, it will gate it out. And I also use it on upward, and that is the opposite of gating, but
like an expander.
Enhance the transients if I feel some are gone. Like some piano samples might be a little muffled, and I want to enhance the transients for only that. Perfect for stuff like this. Or even if you're supposed to master a mix and you hear the drums are crushed to oblivion, they are really compressed, and you want to get some of the kick out maybe, or the snares. Upward is really good for that. But my favorite gate plugin wasn't in there. It's this G8 dynamic gate.
Well, look at this sweetie pie.
This is the rack extension. I have it in
a VST, as a VST?
Yeah.
It's VST3 maybe.
Yes, it is. Also, here it is. So they look really different.
Yeah, I think I like that one more than the other.
Yeah. I use this rack because it's easy to dial in, like anything
available all the time.
Almost default for any rap track. Put on a gate, get the low frequency, low in volume noises out. So yeah. And channel strips.
Ooh, I think channel strips are one of my favorites of plugins because they are so versatile, and it also invites you to use maybe on a channel, maybe a vocal track or whatever, to only use the channel strip plugin and nothing else. I think that's a fun way of mixing.
I use the multipass a lot. I can show you it, but
show me.
Like that's kilohertz, and that's one of the reasons why I bought the Toolbox Ultimate. When the effects weren't free, but it's really good because you have many bands here. So right now it's on 3 different bands and you can expand them. You can also add the low and the high also, and then you can add in whatever effect you want on any of these bands, and you can have so many effects on just one band. And
it reminds me of the Snap Heap plugin from the same company, I think.
Yeah,
you can insert several different plugins on different slots, and then you can make your own plugin, almost like the Soundtoys effects rack.
Exactly. And this is also really good because you can put an LFO here, and then you just say that it will take down the gain here, so it will automatically just go through that gain, and you have so much here that you can do. And I'm so mind blown still by how good multipass is. So definitely one of my favorites too.
Also advanced, it's like a blank slate. You have to find the correct tools.
You can have it as simple as you want it to. If you just want to affect the whole,
Does it come with presets?
It does. You can just browse here. You have factory presets here. I also have some from content banks. Bass enhancement, bit crusher, creative. This is a gate. You have mixing tools, mastering tools. There is so much you can do. And the best part is you can find something you like one-stop vocal shop, and then just on this one I want to add more like a gate. So multipass is really incredible as a channel strip. And also Shep's omni-channel.
Oh yeah,
Waves.
I was just about to ask you, can you show me the omni-channel?
It is really good. Also, lots and lots of presets if you don't want to go through this by...
It's advanced, but you only use what you need, and then you leave the other, and then you leave the other stuff alone.
Yeah, you can also have it in stereo, dual mono, or mid-side. You can add your other plugins.
From other companies as well, or only Waves?
I think this is Waves only. So if I want some...
Show me, just put in a random
let's
something.
Put in the Super Tap, and then it will show up like this.
Nice.
Like a regular plugin.
That
and
makes
then
it really flexible.
It really does.
Yeah, so everything in one, in one
you
thing.
have a compressor here, an EQ here, a de-esser here, a gate here, and then a preamp here with saturations, odd, even, or heavy saturations. It is a good plugin. Presets are really good when I've gone through and listened to them, but I don't know, it's something about the de-essers from Waves that I don't like. Otherwise, it's really good.
But still, I love it when you can go to one place and get everything.
Yeah.
And then you get the feeling that you're working on a console, right?
Yeah, as a Reason user, I already have
of course,
SSL emulation, so...
You already have the console running. And actually, have you ever tried mixing a whole song using only the console on Reason?
Yes. Yes, but I didn't like the result, so
Okay.
back to plugins.
Back to plugins.
Back to the familiar. But I can confidently say that I can do it, but I like the other stuff so much more, and I know what dials to push there. So it's more like what you've learned.
It's like you find your workflow and then you stick with it, and then you might move it forward, advance it, learn stuff every time you mix.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
The thing about this Sheps omnichannel is that you can just change the order of these two.
Yeah, I
if you
saw
want.
those arrows. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's-
if you
that's
want
a
the
neat
gate
feature.
before the pre, or maybe EQ before you pre, maybe you want to add some high gain. I don't know why, but maybe.
Yeah, who knows? Right.
Yeah,
Depends on the situation.
There are no rules
No.
for that, but if it sounds good, it is good. RC20 retro color, and I also have Ozone Nectar and all these, but I rarely use them.
I see
This
you have
is-
I see you also have the Plugin Alliance console SSL
Yes.
9000.
Yeah.
That's a plugin I bought a couple of weeks back, and it's not yet compatible with the Ventura, so
Oh,
I have to wait along with Ozone and RX.
let's just activate this while we're on it. What? Might have sold it. Never used it. It is good on the high ends, but I never use those things because I have Soothe for that, or Pro MB. But this one, the Studio Rack, here you can actually add other people's plugins in. So if you want Comeback Kid.
And then it's inside of that. It's like a combinator in Reason.
Yeah, this is like the Studio Rack from Sound Toys.
Oh yeah.
But you can
The effect rack.
Effect rack. You can use so many other, like VST3, and you can combine this Comeback Kid with Soothe 2, and then you have everything in here in that one. So you can just make this one and then you save it as a preset.
Nice.
And then you can always load it in whenever you want, and of course just bypass anything. So Studio Rack, and now since Waves have gone subscription only, it is probably very cheap. I haven't looked at it. Yeah,
Some say it's
free.
sad that they have gone subscription only. Some are celebrating it. I don't know.
I got it for free when it came out, when they put the changes in that you can use other VST3s.
Nice. Okay, I think that's it. Really interesting to get behind the scenes and see which plugins you use when you mix your beats or your songs for Áivan. It's really interesting, and thank you very much for letting me inside your world.
And thank you for having me nerding out here. So.
Yeah, because at some points we really geeked out, didn't we?
Yeah. And that's the fun part.
Yeah, and
just
those who know,
meeting
they know.
another. I'm sorry, meeting another enthusiast. So.
Nice. And as you listen to all of this, you can always go to subphotic.com/mixing and download my free mixing cheat sheet. The link is in the description, of course, as always. And this is just to expand on your already acquired skills, to get some validation that whatever you're doing is perfectly fine. So there you'll find 15 cheat codes to a better mix, and you find my 10-step workflow that I use every time when I mix. So you just have to grab it. The link is in the description. And also in the description, I have put links to all the plugins mentioned in Báhkin's favorites folder that we have brought up and discussed. And that's it. And thank you, Báhkin, for joining. Where can people find Áivan?
Áivan is on Spotify and anywhere you can stream music. My own stuff also on Spotify, Báhkin, and also on SoundCloud.
And of course, everything linked in the description. And with that said, I wish you a merry week. Don't you?
Thank you, and thank you, and I
Thank you.
I hope you have a nice week too.
You too. Okay. Peace.
Fina palaks taravana Áivan. Kun rabanjan tuolan helge har showa. Valtefall kova taadella proua. Kipuhti ditsi tehlarida flowa. Kengät on toivoton humaa. Käänjennät on toivoton kulaa. Báhkin tolkaa koktelogin chicha. se kameris, Brian birrade kun lyhtsät jolkan haulari. Ta kukkisa